it's just James, okay, bringing you yet another video. Oh my god, you guys, now I'm gonna do something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and that is do dolls that are based on like bigger IPs than just, you know, Barbie and whatnot. Taking a page on my friend Hexgen's book, I am going to start making more dolls that are inspired by celebrities or different characters. Here's this, that, and the other. And as you can tell from the title, today is the one and only, the magical girl, Miss Sailor Moon. Let me walk you through my process of how I made Sailor Moon. I'm using my classique body from James Mansfield Beauty, this beautiful, beautiful Lily-inspired doll. We're using her as our base model for my projects because I just like the way she looks and I think it's very fun to paint her over. It's sort of like a sexier Silkstone kind of moment whenever you start to like really experiment with it and create something new. So that's what we're gonna be using today, and that's what I printed out. For the skin tone, I decided to go with standard beige because when I looked at like other Sailor Moon dolls, well, here's the thing. Sailor Moon has a complicated history in America when it comes to dolls.
Oh no!
I understand people are divided. People are like, they've drawn their lines in the sand. There's the ones that like the Bandai later releases. And there are some who are very partial to what I would lovingly refer to as the dog ugly dolls from the early 90s, the adventure dolls. Those things, girl, what an adventure, okay? The Poseidon adventure. Those dolls are so ugly. I have one right here. She does not have her outfit on. This is one of the better ones. Okay, so this doll I'm gonna show you is one of the later Bandai editions, which again, the head on this is actually, it looks more like, you know, an actual anime character. They try to lean more into like making it more like the cartoon come to life, which I can respect. Like I definitely can see the vision. She still looks a bit like Betty White. Like if you like, if you strike away her hair and give her a blonde bubble cut, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you can't see it, okay? She looks like Betty White. Yeah, this is the improvement, believe it or not. The original dolls looked like this. And believe it or not, I had these dolls growing up. These are the adventure dolls I had. I had Sailor Moon, Mars, Mercury, and Tuxedo Mask. I was able to get away with getting adventure dolls because they're at least like more action figure-like, despite the fact they had brushable hair, which is something my mom really fought my dad about. They did not want me having a doll. So like, oddly enough, my dad was the one that was very lenient about that and wanted to get them for me and thought it would make me happy. Strange. But yeah, these are the adventure dolls. And they are cute, but really it's the costumes. Like this is the 11.5-inch one, and it came with gloves and boots. The original are a little similar to what I made today, which is what I remember from my childhood. The adventure doll, like the little 7-inch ones, they had molded on gloves and molded on shoes. And the shoes were a point of contention when it came to the release of this. Apparently, some people don't like the molded on shoes. I never minded, especially for such a small doll, and knowing me, I would have lost everything. So just having a doll that was ready and complete was always like a must for me. When it came to the boots, I actually had made these boots a while back. I had made like a stockpile of molded on shoes for the classique body. And this is just one I made called the Superheroes. And I made these, and with the idea, like, I guess I could do Sailor Moon or Wonder Woman or somebody down the line if I decide to do this. And I guess I was just thinking ahead. So I had these, I printed them out and I painted them. And I had to make the gloves. Now the gloves were a little bit of a different story. I took the arms from the plastic body and used the torus shape and created two of those to double up right here on the arm. Like basically on the forearm, because that's where they are on Sailor Moon. It was really, really easy, honestly. Like this was a surprisingly simple build. Like it didn't start to get more complicated until I actually started doing the hair. Now the hair is another story. I had to use lots and lots and lots of blonde yarn, or I guess golden blonde yarn. Like this is the yarn I used for it, and it worked out pretty well. I actually was working on this while traveling to Colorado for Pride Fest. People were probably looking at me like I was crazy, like fully just taking these apart and like doing it all in the airport while I waited for my flight. I probably looked insane, which, you know, I'm fine with that. I've grown accustomed to looking insane. Now, I took this doll with me to Colorado because I knew I had an extra day in the hotel room to paint. So I was gonna use that night when I arrived to just work on stuff and get it done because I knew I'd have no time the next morning. So I worked on the doll, finished the face, got as much done with the hair as I could because I did not have all of my tools that I needed. Now, when it came to doing the hair, I did a technique, I think it's called thatching, where you have to basically crisscross applesauce in the back of the head to create like the illusion of a ponytail. Okay, so I did the hair on it, I glued it in. I had to do something a little different. I had to basically create, like, I think it's called a thatching, where you just reverse the hair, like I glued it on one way. So it's glued on like that, you can see, and then you fold it over. And that helps create like the ponytail effect without having to like do the whole head. Because with this, it's basically just doing like two ponytails, like a vintage Barbie style to create the pigtails. And yeah, I'm just gonna tie that up and brush it through, but that's her hair.
pull down a little bit more for the bangs, but she's looking really, really cute, I have to say.
And the rest of it is just a standard ponytail glued all throughout the cap. So I really didn't have to do much from that. And I had to make sure I left out and added a little bit more in the bang area to make sure she had bangs I could fold up and like mold into actual bangs, because Sailor Moon has, you know, eagle claw bangs because it's a 90s character. And the face, I had a great time doing. So the face up on this, I decided I wanted to like lean in a little bit more to the anime style. I don't normally do this. Normally I'm very married to like 1950s, 60s kind of like vintage doll aesthetic, like the black irises or maybe just a solid blue or like anything like that. I decided to have a little more fun with this. I wanted to combine like anime and the later versions of Barbie from the 60s where it has like the blue eyes and little iris and the catch light. I wanted to combine those together, create sort of like a mishmash of like vintage Barbie meets Sailor Moon. And I think I really succeeded with this. I was so happy with the face up on this. And the faceplate is a custom faceplate I made where I actually molded on a tiara. Like I used the drag tool and lifted the tiara up and created a three-dimensional effect. So it's a custom Sailor Moon faceplate for this. So as far as custom parts goes, I've made custom gloves and a custom faceplate. And the boots I already had. I already made those in a batch of like different kind of shoes. But looking through all my stuff, I think I have enough like shoe variants to create all the Sailor Scouts. I think the only one shoes I'm missing is Venus, which is really easy. I just gotta do an ankle strap on one of the heels. I got as much done with this as I possibly could. The pigtails turned out to be a lot more challenging than I thought they were gonna be. When it came to doing her space buns on top of the head, I had to get a little crafty. Like I brought some stuff with me. Like I had pom-poms I had gotten from Michael's, and I tried covering those up with hair as Hexion like suggested. And
okay, these are my final update for the night. This is how far I got. We got the pigtails all done, the fringe, the start of the little balls. I'm gonna still play around with the hairstyle a little bit, but I think she's gonna come together really, really cute. I just gotta make the little barrettes, but she is giving Usagi or Serena, depending on which one you watch. And I know tomorrow the Sailor outfit gets delivered to my home, so when I get home from Colorado, I can dress her and finish this video off. But check her out. I'm really, really happy with how she came out. The only things I really have to do now is I gotta fix her choker a little bit. And I think I might add little moons to her boots right here, but the boots are super cute. Like these worked out really good. I actually molded them in the program along with the gloves. I did the little 3 ovals as you saw before. And I also molded on a tiara to her forehead. It is 3-dimensional. Check that out. I think she looks super, super cute. And it's unlike any of the dolls I've done before. It just goes to show like this look and shape of doll is really versatile. You can really do a whole lot with it. Also, there's a bit of transfer that came over from the glove because I didn't seal them beforehand. So I'm going to take some acetone and take that off. But she's looking pretty, pretty cute. Check out this face. Like, come on. I am so happy with how everything came out. Oh my God, I am obsessed. Now to go to bed because I have a gig tomorrow, so I really have to actually get some sleep. But I'm so proud with how everything came out. Like the back of the hair, it looks really good. Like, I'm telling you, it looks like pigtails, which is what we want. Awesome. All right, talk to you guys soon. Okay, so it's time to make our little moon balls. I have here a pom-pom, and I have some stray hair, some like yarn. I'm just gonna roll it up like that. And we're basically like felting it, if that makes any sense. I already made one. I'm still working on shaping it, but yeah, I'm gonna take that and then roll it up with a little bit of hair from the pigtail so that it creates the look, and then super glue it in. Okay, so we're gonna pivot. So these ended up being way too big for the head, so I ended up taking a little bit of this and just rolling it up into a ball, and then I wrap it up in the hair here to create the space bun, and that looks more appropriate. I can put a little barrette on top of it. So that's our pivot, that's our change, and I think it looks a lot better, like with her fringe. I feel like that's gonna give a better result.
Just didn't look right proportionally, so I scrapped that and decided to use what I was covering it with and just roll it up in my palms like that to create my own little pom-pom. And then I used hot glue and created dollops on a sheet of paper. And I painted them red and waited for it to dry and just glued those dollops right to the space buns to create the red barrettes in her hair. It all is like really, really simple and cheap stuff that I found that really worked, and I was really surprised by it. Now for the costume, I did cheat a little bit. I did not want to like create this outfit. I know I could have, But it's been made so well on the Bandai figures that I thought, like, I'm just going to use that. And lo and behold, thankfully, this outfit fit. A big thank you to Danny Marvel, who actually had this doll, had the same body as me. So he was able to, like, try it out for me while I was away. Because, of course, the outfit arrived as soon as I left, even though it was supposed to arrive 2 days before. Thanks so much, eBay. But I digress. Now, without further ado, I want to show you the final product that I did here today. I am so excited to show you. Okay, drum roll, please. Please make way for the Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon. Oh my god. Now, this was such a nostalgia trip for me. I cannot tell you guys, like, I had such a blast doing this. Like, especially breaking out different tools that I'm not used to doing and trying to create like custom dolls is always something I'd want to do for a long time and dabble into. This is our final girl. Look at her, Miss Sailor Moon. Like I said, these outfits were made so well. Like, I can't replicate this in the same way. Like, this is so good. All of the stuff is there that you need to get the effect that you want. Like, don't try and outdo perfection, all right? This outfit is already so good. But I molded on the gloves, and I did the red and everything. Like, I think everything came out super, super cute. I'm especially proud of the face and the hair. Now, the hair was a bit of a challenge. I actually had to break out the flat iron and use hair tools to get the hair a little flatter so that it would mold up. Because when I took it out of the braid, it essentially was like very crimpy, which is not Sailor Moon. So I had to flat iron it, and I added a curl to the bottom and tied it up with some yarn, with some thread, to make sure it stays put, because again, like, the hair will just fly everywhere. So this is just a little protective measure to make sure the hair stays put. I'm very pleased with this. Again, like, I think I like the eyes most of all. Like, it really captures that, like, anime meets vintage aesthetic. But oh, big thank you to Hexgen and Danny Marvel and everyone that, like, I asked pointers on that gave me a lot of good advice on how to achieve this and what routes to go. Like, totally blew me out of the water with how great this came out. I'm so pleased with this result. And it's my very first custom doll. I'm gonna take a page out of my friend Hexgen's book. I want to have a shelf that's full of my creations in the background. Like, every time I go over his house, I'm always looking around and thinking, wow, I really, really want that. And now we're just gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen. Now, I also heard the rumor that Barbie is possibly going to license Sailor Moon. It's up for debate right now. It's up for voting. I know people are really divided on it, and people really don't want like a Western doll. I don't know. I say, would you rather have nothing? Because that's literally all we have as far as dolls are concerned. We haven't had a new Sailor Moon doll since like the pull-ups. And every time they're out, they're always so freaking expensive. So if we can get like a nice, affordable range of dolls again, I think that's a good thing. So again, get your head out your ass and just enjoy the fact that people have interest in this IP still and want to create like mass marketable products again. I feel like it's only going to help you love and cherish Sailor Moon more if there's more products available for it. Because they're very gatekeepy with it, I've noticed. They're very protective of this copyright. Rightfully so. But if it gets us more dolls and well-made, beautiful dolls, I'm all here for it. I'm excited to see what they do if they do end up licensing it. But this is my interpretation of Miss Sailor Moon. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, dolls are fun, and dolls are for everyone. All right? Take care of yourselves. Bye!